Okay.
Hey ho, let's go.
GeekTalk, episode 0. Let's rock.
Nice.
Nice.
Walter, nice.
Thanks, Walter,
Thanks.
for this harde clap.
Welcome to GeekTalk. My name is Caroline. I'm a content creator at WebinarGeek. And Jan Willem.
Yeah, my name is Jan Willem. I'm also a content creator at WebinarGeek.
Yes, we're both content creators.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And this is the WebinarGeek podcast named GeekTalk.
Exactly.
And in GeekTalk, we talk about a lot of geeky stuff. But we also talk with our other geeks, every other geek from WebinarGeek, about what it is like to be a geek. And of course, marketing and webinar stuff.
Because I think that we are both convinced that everybody has a geeky side inside of him.
Exactly.
Or
What
her.
is your geeky side?
Ooh, I can talk for hours about my geekiness.
Make it like a 1 minute
Okay.
clip.
Well, I think that my geekiness started when I was very young in the 80s with, videos.
50
I'm
seconds.
from the VHS generation. So video store, in one word. That's where my geekiness started.
Nice.
When my parents lost me, they would always call the video store to ask them if is he standing there again? You know, can you tell him that we're going to have dinner in a few minutes? And
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, I love
What
that.
is your geekiness?
My geekiness is, Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That's probably where it all started, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that is where it all started.
But the books or the movies?
I tried the books many times. I tried reading them in Dutch. Didn't work. It was horrible.
Wow. Yeah.
I realized later on, a lot later on in life, that I just dislike reading books in Dutch.
Okay.
And I read books in English now
Yeah.
for a living,
Yeah.
basically. So I tried reading them in Dutch, but the first movie I saw before even being aware of the books.
Yeah.
And after the first movie, I realized, oh, there's books, so I'm going to try to read them. I think I tried like 5 times. Started the series over like 5 times, and
Oh,
it
wow.
just didn't work.
Wow.
So I watched all the movies
Yeah.
like maybe 20 times a
Oh,
piece
really?
or something. Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot,
at least 20
Wow,
times a
that's
piece.
great. Yeah.
And after that, I realized, okay, maybe I should read the books.
Yeah.
And last year, during the whole lockdown situation,
Yeah.
I read the books
Oh,
in
really?
English.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yeah.
I had like the first book, Philosopher's Stone, I had on my literature list for English for the high school exam.
Yeah.
And I had to talk in English about it was Harry Potter. No, you could choose. It was on the list. You could choose Harry Potter or Fellowship of the Ring, first Lord of the Rings book.
And you chose.
I chose Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
but it was very hard. The first book, it's
Yeah.
so dreadful. It's slow. There's a lot of songs.
And they're
in the Shire all the time. While I was
Yeah.
preferring Mordor, obviously, but yeah,
Yeah, the talking books are they're complicated.
they're complicated and
Yeah.
it's full of geek stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I mean, I would love to read them once,
yeah.
but I'm dreading
Yeah,
reading them
yeah,
because they are intense.
Well, maybe start with The Hobbit. The Hobbit is like a small, cute story. I think it's like 200-300 pages.
yeah,
It's not
it's
so
just a
big,
small book. Yeah,
and it gets you in the entire vibe of this Tolkien world.
that would be a good start.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think it's on one of the cards that you're holding in your hand. By the way,
I
what
don't
kind of cards are you holding in your hand?
I am holding icebreakers in my
Icebreakers.
hand.
Ah.
Icebreakers.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest
Tell-
way, the best way to start a conversation at an event.
I was gonna say, tell us something about icebreakers,
Okay.
because this is something you've created with Anne Fleur.
Yes, exactly. So a month ago, I was with Ben, our operations manager. We were in New York for an event, Texpo, and we designed our first stand experience in a while because it's been a year that we were on an event. And actually, in the evaluation after the event, we saw that we needed something a little bit more creative in order to attract people to actually lure them into our stand, into our story. And we really thought from the perspective of the visitor, what could be an interesting stand experience? You know, when you're going to an event, you probably talk to like 30 people. How are you going to memorize WebinarGeek as the best conversation you had during the day. So, and from that perspective, actually, from that idea, we started brainstorming, and in like 20 or 30 minutes, Brian and I, we had like created a lot of like this questions or like statements. It's actually statements.
Yeah.
So one of the statements would be...
Yeah. So I was holding on to this card because I think it's kind of funny, and I'm very curious about your answer. Of course, we talk about geek stuff a lot.
Yeah.
We don't talk about this.
Okay, I'm very curious now.
So, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, wow. Okay, so before I'm going to answer that, the thing is, and that is something that I have to do right now, is improvise. And we saw that improvising is such a crucial part in any live stream, and especially webinars, because you can forget parts of your presentation or whatever. So all of the statements that we put on the icebreakers have some sort of link back to the realm of webinars. Yeah. But okay, here we go. My favorite Pokemon. Yeah. I must say that I do not know Pokemon. It was after my how do you say that? Yeah, it's kind of in the end of my youth that it started. So. I would say
Shame
Goku,
on you.
But I think Goku is Dragon Ball Z even.
It sounds like Dragon Ball Z. I
don't know, but the thing I'm going to say is this: what I know about Pokemon is
you could at least say Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, is that a little yellow bird?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's not a bird.
the thing that I will say is this: what I like about Pokemon is that like a few years ago there was this augmented reality game that you had to Pokemon Go. You had to look, and people went crazy over it.
It was so fun.
And I thought it was very, very interesting because it brings it back to tech. You know, it brings it back to the mixture between the actual world and the virtual world. Yeah. So it's maybe a little bit of pre-metaverse already, something that was going on in there. So for a toy, really, is it like a toy, children thing? It's really awesome. Yeah.
Okay. My favorite Pokemon is Togepi. That's a different discussion because you have no idea
Togepi?
who Togepi is. Whatever, it's fine. Different question. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? Star Wars.
Oh, totally Star Wars. Totally Star Wars. I was very young when I grew up. Yeah, when I watched these videos, I grew up with Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. My favorite Star Wars movie of all 9 is definitely Return of the Jedi, because of the reveal of Darth Vader, the epic fight at the end.
Excuse you, spoilers.
Rancor, obviously, Jabba the Hutt, Sarlacc. Yeah.
Okay.
So, cool. Yeah, totally. What I like about Star Wars is that it has it has these very small stories of 2 droids going into the desert following their master, and it has these huge battles, huge themes, the Force, the dark side. It's such a big world, and actually I'm teaching my kids to appreciate it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you?
I haven't seen Star Wars.
Oh. I really, you know what's funny? What's really funny is that if people did not grow up with Star Wars, they have a hard time appreciating it when you're older.
That's my problem right now because honestly, it's the most funniest thing just watching their reaction when I say I haven't watched Star Wars, especially because I watch a lot of movies. I have a lot of movie knowledge and history and stuff like that. So when I tell people I haven't seen Star Wars, everyone is just gaping at me like they see fire burning or something. I don't know. It's water burning, by the way, not fire burning. Fire burns, obviously. So it's hilarious. And basically, I just want to keep that reaction because it's so funny. Yeah. But honestly, if I have to start watching it right now, I don't know, because the old movies are so old, and it's just I have to plow through it.
Old. They're from the 80s, you know. It's like
so it's old.
I think like the Empire Strikes Back is actually one of the best sequels ever made. It was like 1981. Return of the Jedi, 1983. That's not even that. Yeah, it's long ago, but
it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. But there's the thing is that there's so many layers. There's so many, and that is something, everything you see right now. This is a lot of superficial stuff. It's easy made. There's CGI everywhere. This is like real puppeteers, real like these maquettes and everything. So they really put in the work. Okay.
Still. Lord of the Rings for me.
Okay, great. So. Also, also awesome that it has its own universe. And I think that's something that we see a lot like nowadays. That also Marvel and all these cinematic universes that are popping out of the ground. It's a great.
Started it.
Yeah, it's a great place for stories, for content, even.
Exactly. All right, so we're done with our test.
Yeah, I think we're done with our test.
I think we are done with our test. So thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this. And of course, we hope to see you with the very first episode.
Yes, we'll be hosting a lot of Geek Talks.
We'll be hosting a lot of Geek Talks.
Yes, a lot of geekiness. So become a geek. Discover your geekiness yourself. Let us know what your geekiness is.
Later.
Later.